Hello, summer. I've been mixing down this song called What a Summer. And yeah, it's a real trial. Not my favorite stuff to do for sure. No, I don't enjoy this at all. Probably the least favorite stuff about music in general, or maybe even doing the channel. For sure, because imagine having to bake a cake for all the heads of state, and it's got to be perfect, and you're the baker, this renowned baker. It's got to be perfect, and you don't have a recipe book. Well, that's kind of what it's like. Just to give you some sort of insight into this, it took me between 6 and 8 years to mix down that first album that I put out about 6 months ago. That's a long time. A lot of that was learning. A lot of that was understanding how one frequency reacts with another frequency, how harmonics can cancel each other out, how to get the mids to not make everything woody, to still let it sparkle without being too sharp, without the bass taking over and becoming too boomy. It's a real balancing act. You know, some people spend years and years going to school, college, university, to learn how this works. And there's mathematics behind it and everything else. It's been a real learning experience, let me tell you. I'm going to give you a little view behind the scenes here. I do it on my computer like a lot of people nowadays. I've just got a 2-channel board, and we sort of do everything track by track. Now, I know that some people think that, you know, to record properly, you should do it live. Yeah, I just can't do that, you know, just with the budget I have and so on and so forth, which is zero. And so I've had to resort to a very small and very compact way of mixing and mastering. Each track is recorded separately, and then I take it in and I try and get the levels right so it sounds all right. And then we start off raw, and actually I begin my mix mono, and then I start to try and widen that mix. Take it to stereo and start putting, you know, the guitars wider, or maybe a keyboard on one side or another. I like having the drums surround you, and so that's kind of how I try and get the levels right. And then we start trying to separate everything and get it clear so you can hear all the instruments individually. And that requires compression, EQing. There's even something called ducking, where at a particular frequency, say for instance, the guitars duck and get out of the way of the vocals so they can pop through. And there's sidechain and parallel processing, and lots of different things to help that mix come out and come through. It ain't easy, let me tell you. And you know, I know there's a lot of people out there who just grab other people's music that's all been sort of formatted properly and has already been sort of mixed down, and then they cut it up and sort of remix it. No, this is a raw process, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of diligence and a lot of hours. Believe me, lots and lots of hours. You may say, well, how can that be? Well, you just have to look at that trope that came out a few years ago, the Yanny Laurel thing, where two people sitting in the same room could hear the same thing, and one would hear Yanny and one would hear Laurel, and there's no reason for it other than certain people hear high frequencies and some people hear a lower frequency. That's just how it goes. In fact, on this tune, I had a friend, Patricia, and she came over to the place and listened to the track, and she could hear dog whistles, and she said it felt like somebody cutting into her brain. To me, it just sparkled. but you know, I need that insight and I need that feedback to get a different view about what it sounds like. And your ears can even go dead by listening to something over and over and over. So fresh ears, someone else, their opinion, and then I can't hear the vocals, there's too much guitar, there's too much drums, it's too boomy, whatever. And so, yeah, that's what we're faced with when mixing. Next video is about mastering, so I'll be back to talk to you about that, so you better stay tuned.
We can